So the Soundtrap project is done. The results are great. The class has made a full album. They have a great album, and I'd now like to share my thoughts about this project with Soundtrap. So when I first discovered Soundtrap, I thought, okay, here's a product that I've been waiting for. I'm going to try it with one class. I'm going to go with one class, try it out, see how it goes. And they loved it so much. The class loved it so much that I was like, okay, let's try it with the second class and the third class. And I can now say that I'm on my 9th class, 9 out of 9, and every single class I've tried Soundtrap with has loved it. It's been the greatest part of my year this year, and I'm so happy that I actually, tried it with that first class. Try it with the first class, and I guarantee that, the rest of them will buy in and love it too. It's modern, it speaks to this generation. It was a great experience. I used Soundtrap to satisfy some curriculum outcomes, our provincial curriculum outcomes. Outcome number 2.5 and 2.6, which basically say that students will produce different types of media, and while they're doing that, they'll do it in a collaborative atmosphere, a collaborative team atmosphere. So of course the media production in this case was an album, a class album, and the team was really a neat thing. It was either with your partner at your station, at your Soundtrap station, or other groups. So they collaborated within the class and within their own teams. So I really got to check off 2 major curriculum outcomes in my course, which focused on media production and collaboration. The students in my class took no time at all exploring all of Soundtrap. They got right in there, they figured a lot of things out. They used the mic and the mic effects. They used the keyboard-based synthesizers and drums. They used the piano roll. That was really cool because for those that can't play the instrument very well, that's almost like a sequencing or a coding type of thing. So they put their code in on the piano and it plays it for them. And they found that easier to do than actually trying to play the keyboard. And after the piano roll, after they explored that, some of them actually even dove into auto-tune. It was rare because auto-tune, at this age, they really like to hear their own voices, but some of them dove into auto-tune to see what that could do to enhance their vocals. When we started using Soundtrap, our school really didn't have much in the way of musical equipment. Our microphones were $5 microphones, just the cheapest microphones you could get. Our computers were really struggling with the basics, they really didn't have much power behind them, and you know what? Soundtrap made up for that. So even with a $5 microphone, we had kids doing full rap vocals, full songs. And coming back very proud of their work. It wasn't like the microphone was getting in the way of their creativity, because Soundtrap has many effects and many ways to make inefficient equipment become a non-issue. When you save your Soundtrap project, it does some mixing of your song for you. It mixes it down, and students really appreciated that when they heard it in the studio, it was one way, but then when it was mixed down as the final MP3, they were really happy about that. They were like, yes, this is the sound I was looking for. So whatever magic Soundtrap is doing when they mix your song down for you after you hit save, it is appreciated. And you know what? No matter what equipment you have in your schools, if you have the simplest of gear, Soundtrap can make up for an awful lot of inadequacies in the area of musical equipment. What's your favorite feature of Soundtrap so far?
Because it's internet-based and I can work on it from home.
My thoughts are that I'm not just limited to 1 hour a day in school. I can work on it at home or after hours.
Moving around the room, meeting with the different groups doing Soundtrap, I heard a few things that really stood out to me. One of the kids said, I really wish we would have had this in music class. They had just come from music class and changed into their technology block. And one of them said to the partner, I really wish we would have had Soundtrap in music class. Another one, as I was passing by, said, this is way easier than GarageBand. So when I inquired about that, they said they always got stuck in GarageBand. It was always difficult to find out where to go next or how to get your next piece of the song. But they said with Soundtrap, it's all right there. It's, everything's spelled out for you. So as a student, you can find things quickly and get the job done more quickly. One of them even asked, because this is online, does that mean I can work from home? So they actually came up to me during class and said, because Soundtrap's online, does that mean I can continue working at home? And as a teacher, of course, you say, well, yes, that's the whole point. So nothing but good things about Soundtrap. The kids were all engaged for the entire duration of the project, and I'll be coming back to Soundtrap next year for more projects for sure.
Soundtrap was fun and easy, and you can get lost for days with all the loops, drums, and keyboard sounds.
Yeah, there's an awful lot, eh? Did you find it easy to find the ones that you wanted to use?
Yeah, you just scroll through them and pick which one you like.
Can you think of another course in the school that could use Soundtrap?
I think social studies, because we're learning about elections and governments, and I think it'd be really cool to make a radio commercial. And
Oh, good idea, radio commercials,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm really glad I discovered Soundtrap. It gave my students an engaging and very powerful way to create their audio project. Unanimously in the class, they loved it. It wasn't a project that they groaned about. They'll go back to it. If I introduced another one, they would go back and use Soundtrap again. Soundtrap's definitely something you want to check out. If you try it, you'll fall in love. So just try Soundtrap. I can't imagine our school without Soundtrap at this point. And it really is the modern form of audio production, the 21st century way of audio production. It was absolutely awesome to hear some students come into class and tell me that they, quote unquote, actually enjoyed doing homework because of Soundtrap. Another neat thing that I heard is when I'd introduce Soundtrap to, like, say, the third or fourth class that I worked with, hands would immediately go up and they'd be like, Mr. Kelly, my sister showed me this, my brother showed me this, which meant not only were they going home and working on this, but they felt proud enough about Soundtrap to actually share it with their siblings, with their brothers and sisters. So the excitement for Soundtrap was already there before the kids even arrived in class, just from their older brothers, older sisters, working with it at home, showing it off, being proud of their work. So it was really cool to hear that they enjoyed doing homework because of Soundtrap, and to hear that they enjoyed it so much they had shared it with their families. I don't think I'll forget that moment anytime soon.